three of us have lunch?
No, that's okay. I can't. Here to take the picture of a very important visiting author from out of town. I'll see you later, though.
Hey.
Love you.
Love you, too.
Why didn't you tell him about your decision?
Rollo!
Gabrielle!
Oh, my God, I'm so surprised. I can't believe you're here already.
Well, I could see no point in delaying the journey. I mean, we do have to settle the insurance matter. And besides, I've missed you terribly, Gabrielle.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Well, I'm not quite Prince Charming. I must admit that the real estate deal I'm working on in Philadelphia has taken a critical turn.
Well, I was just going to the Run-In Inn because that's where I'm moving in.
Really? That's where I'm staying.
Oh, well, my bags were taken there this morning, and I don't seem to have very much more work to do here.
Well, let's travel together, and over lunch you can tell me how they're treating you in this foreign country, eh?
Wonderful. Oh, hell, honey. I am cornered, you know it? Honey, I'm going to have to give up on Cord. Oh, honey, but I'm never going to give up on you. I'm never going to let you go. I just love you too much. Yeah. Because you know what? You're my son now. And I'm your mother. And I'm not going to let anybody hurt you either. I'm going to protect you. No matter what. You know why, honey? Honey, because I love you so much. And I could start tonight, Mr. Montaigne.
Well, I tell you, I'd prefer you to have some experience. I know it's not hard to learn, but just opening and all would make my life a whole lot easier. But I'll see what I can do. All right, well, I got to see some more ladies, so thanks for coming by.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Montaigne. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for waiting. Come on in.
Thanks. My name's Kitty Adams.
Frankie Montaigne. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Do you have a resume?
Yes. As you can see, I've hustled drinks for years now.
Great. This is just what I'm after. Any chance you can start tonight if we get along with each other?
I'd love to start tonight, Mr. Montaigne.
Well, the doctor approved.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, it is the latest in cellular microscopy.
When I was captured in Africa, this stuff only existed in theory. Now look at it. I'm gonna have to get to work, otherwise I'll never be able to catch up.
Oh, come on. In no time, you will be the leader in your field again.
If I am, I'll have you to thank for it.
No, you should thank Sanders Chemical and my dad. If it weren't for him, we never would have had the board approve the lab.
If Charles hadn't gone over Elizabeth's head, then I couldn't have given you the thanks that you deserve.
Well, it was pure selfishness on my part. I couldn't bear to see my 5-year-old notes go to waste.
Well, now you won't have to. Kate, it's gonna be just like the old times again. I can't wait to get started. It's just gonna be like we were back in Africa, you know?
Oh, Father Walker, you were right. Every terrible thing you predicted has come true.
It gives me no pleasure to hear that, Tina. I would have preferred for my predictions to be wrong and for you to have done the right thing.
Father, I tried. I did. I tried to tell the truth, but I just couldn't. I have to protect my baby.
Whose baby?
Look, I know Gabrielle is the real mother. I love that baby so much, Father. In every way that counts, he's mine.
But not in the eyes of God. Tina, why do you come to me when you persist in ignoring my advice?
Father, it doesn't even matter anymore whose child that is. The only thing that matters here is that my son's life is in danger.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
No, it's worse. It's worse than I ever imagined it could be.
Well, look, if you want to talk, we'll talk, and if you want to cry, you can cry.
Lee, I want to understand. understand why he did it. But I can't.
Did what?
He confessed to having my mother's death certificate forged.
Mary Lynn.
I was so angry at him that I wanted to walk out of that room and never go back. But at the same time, I had this sudden wonderful feeling of hope.
Hope for what?
Lee, don't you see what this means? My mother could be alive.
Well, what exactly did your father say?
It doesn't matter. All that matters is that there was no death certificate. Lee, my mother, she could be anywhere.
Well, your father must have given some reason why he left you in the dark all those years.
He said that he was trying to protect me from her.
Protect you? From what?
Well, I don't know. All he said was that I should forget about her and forget that she ever existed.
Some things never change. I mean, what I mean is, your father seems like he judges people an awful lot. He first started judging Rick, and now he seems to be judging your mother.
I know. Dad can be inflexible, even self-righteous at times. But in my mother's case, he claims he had a reason.
Did he?
I've always had this image of her. She was this perfect person, kind and loving and gentle.
Well, that's a beautiful image to have.
Yeah, well, now I know that it was only another one of my father's lies.
What do you mean?
My father wanted to spare me so much pain, so he led me to believe that my mother was nothing short of a saint. Well, now I know differently, don't I?
Mary Lynn, what exactly did your father tell you?
My mother didn't die in a car crash. She abandoned us. She just packed up her things one day. She left.
Wait a minute now. You're going to tell me you got me down here on my day off to tell me how many good things you've been hearing about me?
Oh, excuse me. You mind if I shut the door, Ed?
Hey, I guess.
Thank you. Ed, I need help. I need the kind of help I can only get from a top-notch investigator.
You talking officially now?
Well, you do take cases outside, don't you?
Well, not usually.
Well, this is highly unusual and has to be treated with a lot of sensitivity here.
Is this a personal matter?
Yeah, very personal. It's family. I'd like you to do it, Ed, because I know I can trust you.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence, Tom, but, if you need a good PI, the best man is John Russell.
Oh, yes, I know that. I respect John, but in this particular instance, there may be a conflict of interest.
Oh? How so?
His assistant is Cassie Callison.
And a darn good one, Chief.
She's also my daughter's closest friend. I do not want Mary Lynn to know about this.
You're making this pretty complicated.
Yeah, that's my fault. Some years ago, I allowed a situation to continue, and well, Ed, the happiness of my family depends on this being resolved as soon as possible.
Well, maybe you ought to tell me everything, and then I'll see if I'm the right man for this job.
Okay, I'm looking for a missing person.
Okay, how long has this person been missing?
17 years.
17 years? Man, you don't bring me the easy ones, do you? You think this person's still alive?
I don't know, one way or the other, but one thing I do know, I have to find her as soon as possible.
Her?
Carol, my ex-wife.
We are alone here, Tina. You can consider this office as private as the confessional.
Father, I've already said too much. Al's life is at risk right now.
Well, the only risk I see is raising this child in an atmosphere of deception. Al belongs to his real mother and father, Tina.
Father, it is not that simple. His real mother came to town, and with her she brought a lot of danger.
What danger?
Look, Gabrielle Medina has an enemy that already killed her grandmother. And now it looks like that enemy is going to try to kill Gabrielle and my baby.
Tina.
No, I know it sounds strange, Father, but it's true. It has something to do with drug money. Look, I don't even know all there is to know about it. All I know is if they find out where Al is, he's as good as dead. The only way to protect him is for me to continue saying that he's mine and for him to stay with me.
And in the meantime, you benefit from Gabrielle's misfortune.
It's not true. Father, I'm trying to do the right thing for her and for my baby.
You are using her baby as a means to hold on to your husband.
Father, that is not true. Maybe it was before, but it's not anymore. I'm not trying to fool myself here. I don't know that I'd ever get Cord back. The important thing is protecting this child, and if the wrong people find out that he's really Gabrielle's...
Well, what makes you think that the truth will come out?
It already has, to a terrible, awful woman. Father, this woman is awful. She wants to get back at me so bad that she'll hurt a tiny, innocent child in the process.
Well, if that's the case, why haven't you gone to the police? Let them protect that baby.
If I told the police, I might as well take an ad out in the paper. The only way to protect him is to keep his identity a secret.
But this other woman already knows your secret. Without protection, how can you ensure the safety of this child?
Father, that's why I came here to you. I mean, your order has some kind of retreat or something. A place I can go with Al?
Well, yes, we do, but...
Well, then, Father, please let us stay there.
Look, Tina, I really care for your life as well as the child's, but you are asking me to perpetuate a terrible lie.
Father, it is a tiny little lie when you compare it to risking a child's life.
Tina, be honest. Are you really afraid of the baby's life? Or that Cord will find out that another man is really Al's father?
Both.
I thought so.
Father, you don't understand. I am scared to death for the safety of my child.
You think that you can still win back the love of your husband?
No, that's not true. That's not even the issue here. Don't you see? The issue here is to protect my baby. And if you won't help me do that, then I'll do it all alone. Goodbye, Father.
Tina, call the police. Let them help you and your baby.
God helps those who help themselves, right, Father? Well, for the sake of my child, that's one lesson I'm going to take to heart.
I'm sorry. I promised I'd keep everything on a professional level.
It's all right. You know, you're excited about starting work. I understand.
It's not just the work, Kate.
Hey, look, did you see this computer over here? It's all hooked up to
Kate,
the mainframe.
look, I can't quell the feelings that I've had for you for the last 5 years. I'm going to have to work on it. You're just going to have to be patient with me, okay?
Okay. We will concentrate on the research. That'll help.
Right. And bring back some good memories, won't it? Remember that last week we had before we left for Africa?
Vaguely.
Remember when we just stayed up every night on black coffee and working all the time? Then we realized the key to everything that we needed to know. All our research could be found in Africa. Hey, look, I know a lot of things have changed, but I hope one thing never does. And that's the excitement and all the joy that we shared when we worked together.
I hope so, too. But I have to give you fair warning that there won't be as many marathon nights. When work is done, I'm going home.
I know that. I'm aware of that.
And when Cord's divorce comes through, I'm going to marry him, and the research will be up to you.
I understand that, Kate. Still, I can't help but wonder that
What?
we're on the verge of another discovery. Can you walk away from it?
Mom, hi.
Judith, what brings you here?
Well, I just wanted to see where you were putting my daughter to work. Of course, I can't tell my test tube from my Bunsen burners. But it's a very impressive place.
Yeah, I have Kate to thank for that.
Oh, come on, nonsense. You earned it all on your own.
Oh, come on. Don't be so modest. You're going to have to be brilliant in the morning. Excuse me a second. I'm going to go check out the research library.
By all
okay?
means, I'm sure Kate can give me the layman's tour.
Yeah, do that.
Well, I'm here. You want to tell me why? Don't tell me it's because you want to show me the new lab.
Oh, Mom, I've gotten myself into something that I don't know how to get out of. You know, don't you think it's strange that after years and years of not telling you anything about your mother, in a moment of duress, he tells you that she abandoned you?
Lee, I didn't want to believe it. I wanted it to be another one of my father's lies.
Well, don't you think it possible that it is?
No. There was too much pain and regret in his voice when he told me.
Huh. Well, did he give you any reason why she did abandon you?
He said that she was angry and confused.
And did he say there was a reason why she was angry?
What do you mean?
You know, Mary Lynn, it's really easy after years and years go by to put the blame on somebody else.
Are you saying that I should doubt my father's story?
No, all I'm saying is that I think maybe you should question his interpretation. And maybe you should weigh it against other factors.
Do you know what would solve everything? If my mother walked through that door right now, I would look her in the eye, and I would ask her why. Why she cared so little for me that she left me to grow up without her.
Well, don't judge her too harshly.
Oh, why not? She sure didn't waste any time walking out on us, did she?
I know, but you see, you don't know her side of the story, so don't condemn her.
I'm not condemning her. I want this one side.
Mary Lynn, look, kid. No matter what the reason is she left, believe me, it has nothing to do with you.
Maybe I was, too much for her. A spoiled 2-year-old brat, and maybe she couldn't stand to be around me.
No, that's not the reason. Any mother would be proud to have a daughter like you.
Thanks, Lee. I just wish that I could hear my mother say that.
Whoa, slow down. We got a maximum speed limit in this hotel, you know?
Oh, hi, Max. Have you seen Ace? I've got to talk to him.
He went out the front door not more than 5 minutes ago.
Oh, no. Did he say where he was going?
No, what's your rush?
Oh, I just have to talk to him about his great-grandson.
Huh. Yeah, he was bragging all about it, that kid. Of course, I can't say I blame him. That son of yours is something to be mighty proud of.
Well, looks to me like you got plenty to be proud of yourself lately.
Come on, what have I got that compares with Al?
What? Well, look at this wonderful hotel that has your name. I mean, that's wonderful. It's pretty impressive for an old cowboy from Texas.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Well, you're a success. Everybody says so.
And what do you say?
I say, congratulations.
Thanks.
Max, what's wrong? You should be excited about this. I mean, you should be thrilled. I mean, you really earned this.
Let's put it this way. I had a sort of different idea of what it would be like. You know, I thought certain people might think differently about me.
You do?
You mean that?
Yes. Max, I am very impressed by all this. I mean, when I saw that big sign with the name Holden Towers on it, Max, you must really be in the money now.
You never hide your fondness for money or power, do you? That's one of the things I always liked about you.
You stop teasing me.
I'm not teasing you. You're, honest with your appetites. At least some of them. Then what's wrong with that?
Well, nothing. It's just that money and power aren't enough. It's taken me a long time to learn that. I guess I've had to learn the hard way, but there are some things that are more important than that.
Such as?
Love. Look, I know that may sound kind of phony coming from me, all right, but Max, I never would have believed that I could have ever loved anything or anybody as much as I loved that little baby. I just hope I can do the right thing by him.
Tina, is there something wrong?
No. No, I just got to get going.
No. Is it Cord? Is he fighting you for this divorce?
Oh, no, we're not fighting. I'm giving Cord exactly what he wants. A quick and painless divorce. No strings attached.
Huh. That explains it.
Explains what?
Why you give me all these compliments? You're losing Cord so you can afford to be nice to me, right? Oh, Tina. I'm sorry. Look, I had no right to say that to you.
No, you did. I deserved it. Max, you really are a wonderful man, and I care a great deal about you. And you deserve only the best in life. You're entitled to that. I just wish I could give you everything you're entitled to.
Hey, why don't I call room service and order us some dinner?
Oh, no thanks, Lee. I've already taken up too much of your...
No. Now, that is for me to say. And besides, I don't think you should be alone tonight.
But I am alone. I have to find my mother somehow, and I don't even know where to start.
Well, maybe you should just postpone this for a little while. I mean, you don't know. Maybe she's looking for you.
Lee, she's had 17 years to try. No, it's obvious that she doesn't care whether I'm dead or alive. I have to find her. I don't know, maybe I could ask my father for some more information, but I'm so angry at him, I don't even know if I can face him.
Oh, no, you'll get over that. And, I hope maybe that you'll get over the feeling that your mother hates you.
I know that I hurt my father and that he is hurting right now, but I don't know if I can ever forgive him. And as for my mother, how do you forgive someone for erasing you from her life?
I don't know. Hey, you want some advice? Give your mother the benefit of the doubt. Believe she's alive. And try to believe that she feels very bad that she left you all these years.
You really think I'll find her, don't you?
Unless she finds you first.
Oh, Lee, when you say it, I believe it.
Mary Lynn?
Yes?
Look, I just want you to know that I am here to help you whenever you want. So if you have any problems, you come right to me.
I will.
Okay.
Well, I guess I better be going.
Yeah.
And, thanks for listening.
No, thank you for trusting me to talk. I hope you won't be sorry.
Never. I know that I've said this before, but I don't know how I've gotten along without you. Good night.
Good night.
So I kept the truth from Mary Lynn, hoping to spare her anguish and pain, but it backfired on me. Now she is very, very hurt.
Well, being a father, if I'd been in your shoes, I probably would have done the same thing.
Well, thank you. The important thing is that I find Carol now before Mary Lynn does.
Why?
Well, because of her mother. Mary Lynn has this image of her mother. She sees her as the paragon of virtue.
Well, that's only natural, isn't it?
Well, I've always encouraged Mary Lynn to think of her mother as a wonderful human being rather than...
Rather than what?
Oh, rather than the sort of person she really was. Look, Ed, I do not want Mary Lynn to know what her mother was really like. That would be a greater blow to her than finding out her mother was dead.
Well, now, maybe you better tell me just what her mother did.
No, I think that stuff's best left in the past. Whatever Carol was, or whatever she did, I just cannot have her back here haunting Mary Lynn.
Well, you're not making this any easier for me to find her.
I'm sorry, but will you handle the case? I mean, it's a matter of money. It doesn't matter. Just tell me how much you want. You've got it.
Oh,
right?
come on. Forget about it. I don't accept money for work I do outside the department.
Then you'll do it. Thanks, Ed. I really appreciate that, but tell me something. You don't know me. Why would you put your neck out, huh?
Well, as I told you, I'm a father. And I knew your brother Joe very well. Is that good enough for you?
It certainly is. Thanks. Well, when do we start?
Well, as you say, you want to find this woman before Mary Lynn does.
You're right.
Carol Dennison. Okay, why don't we just run this name through the computer, see what we turn up.
I thought I could handle it. Patrick needed my help, and I promised I'd do it.
Nothing wrong with that, Kate?
Well, it's just that I thought that he could be professional, and now I'm not sure.
He wants more than a research partner.
Well, it's just, he says he's adjusting to my life, to his life, my life with Cord.
Mm-hmm, but you don't think he's sincere.
No, he's sincere, and he will treat me as a friend, but that won't make it any easier working side by side.
Katie, you're not responsible for Patrick's feelings.
I know.
Or his lost years in Africa. If you can't work with him, don't force yourself.
But I owe him so much, Mom. He has struggled and sacrificed for his work. The least I can do is give him my time.
And what do you suppose Cord feels about this new working arrangement?
Well, I think he's trying to be understanding, but he's nervous that I'll wind up spending too much time at the lab. Oh, Mom, I love him so much. I want to marry him and share my work with him, travel with him.
You're afraid you're going to put all that in jeopardy?
I don't know, am I?
Katie, nothing in this life is for certain. You know that. You just keep talking to Cord and trusting him. The lab won't come between you.
I would just feel so much better if I knew that this divorce was going to come through.
Well, that's one worry I can put to rest. Tina's going to go through with the divorce.
Are you sure? How did you find that out?
Much to my distress, Tina's attorney is my new legal partner.
Jeff McGrath?
Mm-hmm. Tina is amazing. Without doing anything, she can cause everyone problems.
That's okay, Nigel. Don't bother to announce me. Good evening, Asa.
Next time, have Nigel announce you. So you won't be embarrassed when you're thrown out on your ear. Nigel, fetch this unwanted piece of baggage, please.
I'm not going anywhere, Asa. There's a life at stake here, and you are going to help me save it.
Give me tic-tac-toe! They're so tasty.
The only thing you care about saving is your cushy life as Cord's wife, so you just forget that. If you don't give that boy a willing divorce, I'm going to make sure you do it the hard way.
Well, let me tell you something, Asa. I have already agreed to give Cord a divorce, and if you don't believe me, you can just go ahead and ask him.
And what brought about this amazing transformation?
I happen to care a great deal about your great-grandson, and I don't want to drag him through a messy custody fight.
You are getting more motherly by the minute, but I think you've forgotten who you're talking to. It's old Ace, remember? Now, what do you want from me?
Why is it you always assume I want something? Look, all I want is fair treatment, not for me, but for my son.
I think you've been treated very fairly since you got back into town. Isn't all expenses paid at land fare good enough for you?
Oh, it seems to me that I have given a whole lot more than I've received here. I have given to you and Vicky and Clint a wonderful little boy. I gave you Al.
Oh, I see. You did it all by yourself. Cord had nothing to do with it.
Look, I fought my way out of that jungle to bring to this family this wonderful little boy. And what do I get when I get back? What, I give Cord everything he wants. He wants a divorce? Fine. He wants joint custody? Fine. I even agreed never to leave Landview with Al.
Why do I think you have your own reasons for staying so close?
Look, I told you, the baby deserves to be raised by both his parents.
And if, while this is going on, you and Cord should get closer together, so much the better, right?
Look, I admit I love him. Maybe I'll always love him. Maybe I'll spend the rest of my life hoping that he will come back to Al and me.
Dream, little girl, dream.
Fine. You know what? I will dream. But my dreams are not what matters here. What matters here is my son. And before this divorce is final, I want to make sure that he gets everything he is entitled to and that he is protected.
Hallelujah! We finally waded through all the bull. Now we get to the heart of the matter. You're here to strike a deal, right, Tina?
Deal?
Yes, the price tag of divorce, like everything else with you. Now, how much, Tina?
You really think you know everything, don't you? Well, I don't want one red penny of yours for myself.
Come on, honey. Name your price.
There isn't a price tag on a child's future, Asa. Look, all I want is for my son to have a chance in life, and I think he will have a fairly decent chance with $1 million.
Maybe it's chromosomes. Maybe you've inherited the unerring ability to get caught in impossible, complex situations.
Aha. So that's where I get it.
I'm caught in one. I mean, I'm very committed to this clinic, but I can't be involved in our first case.
Well, does Jeff understand?
Jeff is a young, brash, opinionated person.
Oh, so you like him, huh?
He has the makings of a terrific attorney. I just wish he wouldn't earn his spurs complicating my life.
Well, I don't get it. Why doesn't he handle the case? You stay out and there won't be any problems.
Sweetheart, you are not the only one who's working with one man and trying to make another one happy.
I don't understand. I thought Herb approved of you working in there.
Oh, yes. He appreciated the idea in the abstract. Then when I started working and it took all my time, he wasn't so appreciative. That's what I'm afraid will happen with Cord.
No, but you love the lab. You love the smell of the chemicals and working with the instruments and the feeling that you're doing something very vitally important. There's nothing like that.
Oh, you are so right.
That's the way I feel about the clinic. Even Jeff's atrocious coffee smells good when I feel like I'm representing someone who wouldn't have a chance without me. Oh, it's so complicated. Herb wants more of me. It's just that I should be able to work out the situation.
To figure out how, Mom, why don't you let me know, okay?
Okay.
Library is fantastic. I've already got 6 projects I need to work out. Well, come on. Get a lab coat. Let's go.
What time it is?
Yeah, it's early. Let's get to work.
Well, I better let you get to it then.
Thanks for coming again.
Bye, Judith.
Bye.
Luck. Good luck to you.
I think you're making things harder for yourself than they have to be.
You know, I wanted to tell her, Max. I really tried to tell her. But when she said that about her mother not loving her enough to raise her, then...
Well, that's when you should have told her.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't tell her then.
I'm sorry. Who am I to tell you how to handle this?
Max, I need your support. I need your advice on this.
Hey, you've got it, all right? Just figure out where you stand on this.
Okay.
Marilyn likes you. She trusts you. Now, you're off to a great start here.
Come on, that's because I'm her friend. I'm not her mother. You want to know the truth, Max? You want to know why I didn't tell her? I was scared.
Be helper and scared, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I was really scared. You know, my heart was pounding, but then I thought of all those things that Tom told her, all those things that were a lie, and I just wanted to smash them. And then I thought, no, I can't do that, because what if she wants to believe him, not me? I mean, she's known him all her life, and she hasn't known me at all. I mean, I'm a stranger to her.
You are her mother.
Oh, come on, I haven't even been in her life.
You had your reasons. Once you explain them to her, Marilyn will understand and forgive you.
Okay, Max, what if she doesn't? I can't risk that. I mean, if I really love my daughter, I can't have her choose between her father and me.
The longer you take on this...
Look, Max, don't you understand this? For the first time in my life, I am caught between being selfish and selfless. I want to do what's best for my daughter for the first time. But I cannot tell her anything until I know I am going to win.
I want you to listen to me. Now, when Marilyn learns the truth, whether it's today or tomorrow, she's not going to ask where you've been. All that's going to matter is that you're here now. It's going to make her happy. Lee, she's going to love you.
Look, Max, if you're trying to cheer me up, don't stop.
And don't you stop. Don't you dare stop believing in yourself. You turn... Oh, what did you call yourself? A desert rat?
Yeah, that's me.
Not anymore. You turn that desert rat into one remarkable woman. And when the time comes, you're going to prove to be one hell of a mother.
Can I borrow some of that confidence?
I got enough to spare.
Yeah, I know.
See, I am standing on top of the world, and I want you to be standing up there with me.
Oh, God, Max. If you're so happy over one old hotel, what are you going to do when you start your empire?
Our empire. King of the hotel chain's got to have a queen, right?
What, chains? Max, did you say chains? What next?
Well, I'm kind of partial to theme parks. How's that sound, huh? I mean, after the Holden Towers spawns a whole chain of Holden luxury hotels, what say we build Holden World?
Holden World. Can't stop thinking about Mary Lynn.
It's okay. Some things are harder to forget than others.
We're not fighting. I'm giving Cord exactly what he wants. A quick, painless divorce. No strings attached.
You too, Max?
Yeah.
No, that's all right. We better call it a night. Thanks for the shoulder.
Anytime. Anytime.
I'm late.
I'm getting used to it.
I said I'm sorry. My workload just gets bigger and bigger.
Usually does when you take on 2 careers.
Right. Well, maybe we should do this some other night.
What? No, wait. Judith, I'm sorry. I've been sitting here looking forward to seeing you, and you get here, and what do? I let you have it.
I'm sort of glad you did. It makes me know you missed me a little.
No. Not a little. Come on.
I missed you, too. I had a million things to do. First, I had to run to the clinic, then I had to go to the courthouse, then I had to go to Sandra's Chemicals, then I had to go back to the clinic. And all I kept thinking was, I wish I were in a quiet corner, holding hands with the man I love.
And here I am, your dream come true.
Yes, you are. You are.
Honey, I'm wrong to give you such a hard time about working with Jeffrey.
Herb, you didn't have to say that.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't change my opinion. I still think you'd do more good on the parole board than nickel and diming it with young Perry Mason there. But I promise to keep my opinion to myself from now on.
Fair enough. And I promise never to be late again.
It's a deal. So, let's forget about clinics and parole boards and everything else. And this night, my darling, just you and me, huh?
Excuse me, Mr. Sanders. There's a telephone call for you.
Oh.
From Jeffrey McGrath.
Thanks.
You see? We're not as far off as I thought we were.
I can't believe the basic formula still works. Look, now all we have to do is find the best method of application.
I know.
I'm not interrupting, I hope.
Oh, you're working awfully late, Grams.
I might say the same thing of you, dear. Evening, Patrick.
Hello, Elizabeth. I haven't had a chance to thank you yet for changing your mind. This lab has got everything I need in it.
Please don't thank me. You see, I haven't changed my mind. I still don't think that you and your research belong at Sandra's Chemical.
You know something, as a matter of fact, Grams, you are interrupting us. If you wouldn't mind...
Hey, I just remembered I left some notes in the library. Would you get them for me, please? Thank you. Now, let's lay our cards on the table. I know that you don't like the idea of Kate working with me. But the research we're doing is going to help millions of people, Elizabeth.
Is that the line you used to keep her at your side? Men were more romantic in my day, even scientists.
It's not a line. Kate just happens to share the same enthusiasm that I do for the work. Is there anything wrong with that?
Your work means very little to me. My granddaughter means everything.
I'd never hurt Kate.
You talked her into helping you here when she should be with her future husband.
Women handle love and work every day, Elizabeth.
You don't work, Patrick. You consecrate your life to scientific research. That's fine for you. But Kate has other important things in her life.
She's made me well aware of that.
Yes. But have you accepted it? Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm as pleased as anyone that you have survived your ordeal in Africa. But if you've come back to Landview to disrupt my granddaughter's life, you're making a very serious mistake.
I give you my word, the only thing that I want from your granddaughter is her expertise and her dedication. Nothing more.
Nothing more. You may be a wonder as a scientist, young man. But as a liar, you don't fool me for a moment.
What's wrong?
Jeff just got the most puzzling news. A check arrived by messenger tonight at the clinic. From Dorian.
Dorian? Our Dorian?
Yes. It's enough to keep the clinic open indefinitely. Why would Dorian send such an unexpected, generous donation?
Well, who says it was unexpected?
Herb, did you know about this?
No, but I sure know Dorian. Well, gone but not forgotten, baby. Gotta hand it to you.
Herb, what's so funny?
Don't you get it? She knows the clinic is a sore spot between us. This is her way of stoking the fires.
You mean she wants to encourage the clinic, so we'll have more to fight about?
Pure Dorian.
Uh-huh.
Question is, are we going to let her get away with it?
Certainly not.
Well, the best way to fight fire is with fire.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty warm right now.
Me too. But don't let up. We have a big donation to overcome.
Luther, it's too late to get rid of him. He's already resumed his research with Kate's assistance.
Well, he's harmless as long as he stays in his little lab.
Yes, but what if he suddenly becomes adventurous? Is our security at Sanders Chemical everything it should be?
Well, if you're worried about the Macbeth project, relax. He won't get within 100 yards of the restricted area.
That isn't good enough. Find a way to make sure they never find out about Macbeth.
You made me an offer I can't refuse, Tina, but somehow I'm refusing it.
What?
You heard me. No $1 million. I wouldn't give you a Confederate dollar to play with.
Asa, you can't do this. I'm not asking for my sake. I'm asking for Al's sake.
You are asking for your own sake. It's obvious you finally got the picture. Court is not coming back to you, so you're doing everything you can while you still got that ring on your finger.
That's not true.
Forget it, Tina.
Asa, please.
I have wasted enough time with you, honey.
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you let me know?
Marilyn, what's the matter?
Please, you don't have to pretend anymore. I know everything.
Everything.
You're the person I've been looking for all my life.
Oh, Mary Lynn.
Don't deny it.
No, wait. There's so much I want to explain to you, so much I want to tell you.
You don't have to explain. You don't have to tell me anything. Oh, Mom, you're real. And I love you so much.
Mom.
You're my mother, aren't you?
Yes, and I couldn't ask for a more wonderful daughter. Marilyn? Marilyn?
Oh, God. Asa was my last hope to get some real money to slip out of town with Al before Maria tells everyone the baby is really Gabrielle's. Now what? Now nothing. I'm finished. My head's on the chopping block.
Tina, thank God you're still here.
Well, what are you doing here?
I've been having awful nightmares that you'd taken Al and run off and I'd never see either one of you again.
Why on earth would you think I'd do something like that?
My fear, I suppose. But I have a plan that will keep Al safe and will also take care of the two of us.
Tom, it's 9 o'clock at night. What are you doing pounding at my door?
I have to talk to you. It's very important.
Look, I have a lot of things to do tomorrow. I have to get up early. I've got paperwork.
Oh, come on, Lee. If that were my daughter knocking on the door, you'd find time for her, now wouldn't you? Mary Lynn and I had a fight, after which she came running over here to tell you all about it. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny, isn't it, Lee? Ever since my daughter's been coming to you for advice, she and I have been pulled farther and farther apart.
Come on, think, Kate.
I am thinking. I can't remember how to translate the end of this formula. And until I go through all these notebooks and refresh my memory, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
Fine. Here. Start refreshing, then we can get on with it.
Okay. But not tonight. I'm meeting Cord for dinner, but I will take these home with me, and hopefully by the morning I'll... What did you expect, Patrick, that I would stay here and work on these until dawn with you?
Oh, excuse me. I forgot you're not a scientist any longer. You're a frivolous, budding housewife.
Stop it.
Why don't you just go on? Just go on. Have a wonderful evening. Go to hell for all I care.
You deserve that.
I don't want to discuss it. Why don't you just go on? Go back to your love life.
You know, I can have a love life and work with you.
Yes, but your research will revolve around your love life, not vice versa.
Patrick, this is your project. I am assisting you.
Excellent. And thank you, in case I forgot to mention that. Now, why don't you just go on and have a wonderful time, and I'll see you tomorrow, Toots.
Patrick, we have to talk. Come on, I can tell by the expression on your face what's going on with you.
And what expression is that?
You're angry because you're jealous that I'm marrying Cord.
Nonsense. My mind is on theory, not sex.
Come on, you're lying to yourself.
You are the liar in this room. You're no longer a dedicated professional. You're just going through the motions, watching the clock, your mind on China patterns. Slapping me would be a little bit redundant, don't you think, Kate? You already did that right after you saved my life.
Yeah, I saved you so that you could fulfill your potential as a scientist and as a man.
But you're not interested in participating in either. And you feel guilty about it. And you are insulted because you know that every word I am saying is true.
Patrick, if the situation were reversed, you would have done exactly what I did. You would have gone on with your life. You would have found another woman and fallen in love.
No! Never! I would have stayed in that jungle and looked for you under every rock and tree. And that is how much I loved you. And still love you.
Elizabeth?
Oh, Luther, please, sit down.
I believe I have found a solution concerning our dilemma. I should be getting a phone call shortly confirming my plans. I'm intending to have a small fire in the lab assigned to Patrick.
Luther, I don't want him hurt again.
Oh, he won't be there. A custodian will enter the lab after Patrick has gone. He will mix some chemicals. The result will be an explosion and fire. Very small.